this is Trevor Jeremy. I felt like putting this in because God bless Alabama. Alright, that's good enough for now. That's really. So I just want to say one thing first. Yeah, because I did like that. I cannot switch it back. But they were. You saw me about people were shaking red and white pom pom. That pace was bad. And the reason why I said that is because I don't use shit. But it's a rivalry week, guys. And the best version of Rivalry Jammer involves Hey Orban. And it's right after we beat them. It's even better when we beat them at home. And I'm Griffith. We're still with earlier week games though, Sat, because I just don't want to jump in. Iowa escapes the bid, upset bid, and they're 12-0 for first time in school history. Arkansas wins big. I forgot that the score. Offensive struggles continue. Missouri not bowl eligible, and Gary Pinkel lost his last game. Washington beats Washington State, upset, and Washington now bowl eligible. Oregon escapes Oregon State, and Oregon ends up and down season. There was the hope, and then the QB got injured. They were doing good. The QB got injured, and they didn't do. They lost a few games, and then they did, and they ended with a win. Always good. Now, I was talking with people during this game, and I'm not going to release anything else, but it was, and it kind of was a great game, and I was happy for more reasons because I got to watch more football and also other stuff that was going on at that time. But TCU upsets Baylor 28-21 in double OT. Baylor eliminated from playoffs pretty much in the Big 12 title. And offense really didn't show up until they showed up. And sorry, this is so blurry, but it's just a thing. Offense kind of midway through first quarter, they left and then they came back and then I saw somewhere that they misspotted it. I'll look into that. Houston beats Navy big. Navy bid for the New Year's Six ended kind of. I mean, it's basically gone. I mean, Kenyon Reynolds career passing game 300 yards. On like 13. Heisman campaign takes a big hit but not a finishing blow with the loss. I don't think that they're going to... You know what? Just do it like this. Hopefully you guys see me. We're having technical difficulties. He's still filming. Good. But, like, it's not done. And I think because he just showed a different set of abilities. And Houston wins American West. Will host Temple this week, most likely for the Group of 5 bid. Toledo, Western Michigan. Toledo, number 24, that's the only reason it's in here. They lost, and they lose to hope. UCF, USF. The only reason is that I say UCF finishes 0-12. So did Kansas. South Carolina. I so badly was hoping for that upset. Like, really badly. But South Carolina, like, I mean, I think they just wasted. If they did time management correctly, they would have won that game. I mean, it might hurt the position. It might not. That's not up to me to decide. I think they turned up Alabama Christmas. And it shows hope. In my opinion, they should just sign that intern coach to be their full-time head coach. That's pretty much all Ohio State. 42-13. Ezekiel Elliott, 30 rushes, 241 yards. But not to be out. We'll get into people later. Georgia Tech. Georgia 13-7 kind of. Virginia Tech 23-20 Virginia Tech. 23 straight bowl appearances for Virginia Tech. And Frank Beamer carried off the field after his win. He's retiring this season, and then he dabbed it up in the locker room. He didn't do it good. I mean, the guy was like, and then did with the other one. But I mean, the guy's old, and it's okay, whatever. Duke won 27-21 against Wake Forest, and they kind of survived that valley there by the end. That was like one of the 3 games that kind of went the way I wanted to. Bama won 29-13. It was close at halftime. I was nervous. Someone I was talking to during the game, I'm like, yeah, I'm really nervous, actually. Derrick Henry, not to be outdone by Ezekiel Elliott, 46 carries, 241 yards, and a touchdown. 17 straight games with a touchdown. Henry outgained Auburn 271 yards, 260. Alabama, big uglies. I'm not the only one who calls them that. It's the offensive and defensive line. They kind of just led the way. Really, the only reason Derrick Henry got 271 yards is because those guys blocked. We could probably be looking at maybe a 330 or more game if he didn't slip and fall all those times. I'm not the only one to call them big uglies. I think there's more than me. I did not make up the name. I got a nickname for Henry, though. It's Workhorse. Because that's literally what he is. Oklahoma State in Bedlam for the Big 12, the unofficial Big 12 Conference Championship game. 58-23 Oklahoma, 344 rushing yards, and Oklahoma wins the Big 12. Michigan State, 55-16. Not much to go in there. Michigan State just earned their spot. They didn't need anything else, but they won. UNC, hottest team one of the hottest in NCAA football. They won 45-34, and they hold off an NC State comeback late. USC wins 40-21 against UCLA. They won the Pac-12, and they won the city of LA. Temple won 27-3, and they win the American Athletic Conference East, facing Houston this week. Ole Miss, Mississippi State. Ole Miss wins 38-27, survives Miss State comeback, and they were up 21-0 at first quarter. Florida State 27-2, and this caused a must-win for the Alabama if the SEC wants a team in the playoffs. Stanford 28-26. Stanford and versus over Notre Dame ends Notre Dame's playoff berth, and depending on events, we could see Stanford in there. In Memphis at SMU. Yeah, 63-0 Memphis. SMU 97 yards of offense. The QB had 7 pass touchdowns before halftime. Round of applause to Memphis. Good job. They tried not to score in the second half. I could easily tell that. But when SMU fumbled on the 1-yard line, of course they're going to get that 1-yard fumble return. And this was probably the worst filmed ever. Bye.